We believe that technology and growth go hand in hand, and one data source seems to be a very viable option. OnePay is a good fit for WinGap because we started very lean with our admin and office staff. We started with 20 stores and we only had 2 in our office doing everything: payroll, HR, accounts receivable, payables, and so on. So we were excited with OnePay because all of the payables and some of the other features could be automated, and then we were looking to grow. So having that integrated from the get-go was a huge advantage for us in being able to move forward and grow. And now we're at 22 restaurants, and the weight of the admin has seen very little burden with the help of OnePay.
It has changed the way that we look at accounts payable. In the 3 brands that we've got, we used to have an accounts payable person do each brand. OnePay has allowed us to look at it as one big brand. So it's allowed us to be able to process those invoices by one person processing all brands.
We've gone from having the need in our size business of around 15 accounts payable people to 3. So it's 3 people that potentially could even make mistakes, not 15, so take the multiple of that down, but then it's all done electronically, so the mistakes are really not existent.
So that we're not doing a lot of manual tasks, and we're doing, we're doing more electronically. We've got one person that's able to process an average of 300 to 400 invoices a day.
I remember doing a bunch of testing with OnePay first, with kind of doing some of the low-hanging fruit as far as invoices that we received often and we know we can just get into the system immediately in OnePay, recognize those, and then from there we kind of just kept growing which vendors to pick from to be able to implement into the full system. And then over the course of a couple weeks, it slowly rolled into all of our payables and all vendors.
I think the biggest benefit we've received from OnePay is insight into our invoices at any moment that we need to. We can drill down and see that. We've gotten, our folks do electronic approvals, so we know who's approved the invoices and when they've done that. And then lastly, we become more accurate and efficient at it. What we used to do is hand key in thousands, tens of thousands of invoices, and now they're done electronically. So our rate of accuracy is at the 99 point something level of accuracy, where I would have guessed we had probably 5 or 10% at times mistakes. Those mistakes can sometimes cost us thousands or tens of thousands of dollars if we put in an extra 0 or fail to put in a 0. So the idea that we become more accurate and there's more transparency in what we're doing, I love.
And it has allowed us to make better use of our personnel. We do a better job of getting back to vendors quicker. It's allowed us to analyze our costs better because we spend less time processing invoices, and it allows them to be able to look more closely at how things are being paid.
One of the largest benefits WinGap gets from OnePay is the automated bill pay. Now we can process payments immediately and almost remotely and automatically put them into our system, where before we would have to do them by hand and manually key them in. And we're really excited because with one data source, some of the internal reporting, the reconciliations can be done faster and automated. And we are all on board for using technology to get the information that we need quicker.
As far as OnePay, it's really the accuracy, the paying everything properly, and then being able to go back and do database searches, because now all these items are electronically in your databases, and we can compare the same kind of work by different vendors. We can also compare the same work by the same vendors and look for discrepancies with what they're trying to charge us, either from location or from job to job. Super for that.